Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you've been well. Just wrapped up a video on the LX570. That video is on the channel now, and this video is kind of a random one. I'm talking about how to add basically wireless Apple CarPlay or Android Auto plus a dash cam. Super easy, especially as it pertains to kind of older vehicles here. Up front, this is not a sponsored video, nothing like that. What happened was I started talking about it in the LX570 video and talked for like 10 or 15 minutes kind of about all of that stuff that wasn't really related to the LX570 at all, and was like, I should just throw this into a dedicated video because it doesn't make sense cutting up half that video for this unit. So in this video, I'll kind of talk about that. So yeah, so this vehicle, this is a 2008 LX570. Actually, funny enough, adding this screen in here does kind of turn it into a LX600 looking vehicle. The LX600, the newer version of the 570, actually has dual screens up there. It's kind of funny. But a little bit of backstory, older vehicle. This doesn't even have Bluetooth audio. Like, I can't listen from my phone to Bluetooth here. So originally I got this cheap little Bluetooth adapter that plugged into the aux port, and that was kind of janky and it wasn't always working, and I wanted CarPlay, and I'll talk about more about it in a second. And I wanted a dash cam. So this won't really apply to newer vehicles, like the Tundra, for instance, has a big old screen, built-in wireless CarPlay and everything like that. But I did add a dash cam to the Tundra. And something like the Golf R, actually maybe this is for a separate video, the Golf R, which I know you guys want to see a video on. This had CarPlay, but it was wired CarPlay. So I actually added a device to make that CarPlay wireless, but I did still add a dash cam. I only mention all of that because this unit actually has a dash cam and wireless CarPlay built in. So you can see, probably, I can't see the screen, you can see the dash cam maybe through there. So again, this isn't a sponsored video, but I did like this unit so much I went and signed up for their affiliate program. So I think I have the ability to make a coupon code. So if you like it, if you want it, I'd love it if you use my affiliate link, because that's kind of how I can make some money on this channel. But yeah, I'll put that here, leave it down in the description below. But if not, whatever. So this, I actually think I found like a Facebook, I think it was like a Facebook ad or something like that. This one is a Carpuride. It's a W903. There's a few other devices out there, different sizes, different shapes, things like that. I like that this one was kind of a little more low profile. I'll kick it on and turn it on and show you all the features and stuff here in a second. But I like that it was low and wide. This is a 9.3-inch screen. And I like that because when I'm driving, let's see, this is about eye level for me. This isn't really cutting out my vision, right? Like, some people mount these things in the, like, right in the middle of the screen. I don't want to do that. So I kept it as low as possible. So I like this profile for the screen. And then what I talked about earlier, this one specifically has a built-in dash cam. This one has a feature that I'm not really going to use, but you can put it up and then turn it. So maybe if you had another dash cam, you could do this one as if interior facing and your other one handles outside. I just have it facing outside. They do have a model, I think, or you could connect it to this one that integrates a rear camera as well. I don't have that, I just have the front. And then this, like I kind of said earlier, for the LX570 specifically, this is an older model, no Bluetooth, no CarPlay, nothing like that. So it's kind of jank. They don't really have a double DIN replacement for this. There's like a Grom unit you can get that's like $700, and I hear is kind of buggy. And then I'm left with this old 16-year-old screen that's super yellowed, contrast sucks, and the screen just sucks. And then when I'm in CarPlay, I wouldn't be able to use some of my 4-zone climate control features, and I'm going in and out of it. So basically with this setup, it's kind of nice because I can use this dedicated screen for vehicle setup stuff, and then this one is just always CarPlay all the time. So that's kind of the reason I went with this system. You know, it's up here, it's kind of janky. Again, I'm holding the camera lower, it looks crazy, but like when I'm up here again, it's kind of down there out of the way. But So that's why this system made sense to me. And also it's super cheap. This is like 200, like low 200s, I think 230 or something like that. Doing a full, they have like the Tesla style screens. You're getting into like almost $2,000 probably all in. And even those kind of work janky, and then you lose some manual controls. So this kind of made sense to me, both for, got a dash cam as well, which is another 100 or 200s if you wanted to get that, and then you'd have to wire it in however you want. But anyway, yeah, I think you get the point. Solved a lot of issues. This is separate. This is just a MagSafe wireless charger for my phone. I don't like having to plug stuff in, just in and out, very easy. So I can set my phone there and it wirelessly charges, or again, wireless Apple CarPlay. So I don't even need to take my phone out of my pocket if I don't want to. But as anybody knows, even with CarPlay, just manipulating stuff through your phone, finding a song or whatever is oftentimes a lot easier on your phone than through the unit. So let's just start it up real quick. And so we got the Lexus here and LLOD off-road. You can make kind of custom launch screens, so you could put whatever. So I put that in there. It takes a second to launch, and then I'll probably blur a little section here because it'll show the map once CarPlay opens up. All right, here we go. Sorry, I just set a random destination to New York, so that way you can look at the map and I don't need to blur it out or anything to hide my location. So here we are, standard CarPlay setup. If you've used CarPlay, again, Android Auto as well, wireless, so no plugging anything in. And it'll function just like normal. You go in here, get all your whatever music you want to through Spotify or whatever. You get back to the home screen, you get back to your apps. You can adjust all the settings like normal, appearance, wallpaper, Siri, how Siri works, things like that. And then, it said Siri, sorry about that. Change your backgrounds, and then there's this persistent button here actually, which is nice because other than that little persistent overlay button, this is just your native CarPlay that shows CarPlay stuff. There's no other persistent menu items or anything that you have to worry about. But here you can get back to basically the root where you can set up different settings. You can go into your camera. You can see what's going on there. So it's a nice camera. I believe the resolution is like a 2.5K. So in between full HD and 4K. So its picture quality is pretty good. Obviously, you can see it here on the screen. You can go through, browse files. You can take photos at any time, taking a photo, connect it to your phone, all that stuff. So the dash cam functionality, actually, I'll just go ahead and turn it around so you can see as well. Here we are. So that is your dash cam. So that's pretty cool. This actually did come with a little micro SD card as well. So kind of a lot of stuff is included. It's powered through the side here by a USB-C plug. I just have it using the thing that it came with that gives you another USB plug as well. So I'm just using what it came with. I'm guessing you could power it with if you have another USB-C powering device. And then I have the aux cable plugged in. Again, just your standard 3.5 millimeter, and that goes into your 3.5 millimeter hookup. So like I said earlier, you go into your CarPlay, or you're using CarPlay features, and then your other screen can be used for whatever other stuff you're trying to do. You want to adjust the sound settings through your thing, whatever. All the while, CarPlay is not affected. You want to go, you're driving around, you got your reverse camera, kicks on, CarPlay still here. Anyway, so there are some advantages, in my opinion, to having a dedicated CarPlay screen and your kind of normal screen separate. So anyway, I thought it was a cool little device. I could probably do some cable cleanup management, but it's not the end of the world. And again, having this screen up on top of your dash, I get, kind of looks a little janky maybe, but it solved two problems that I had and now I don't have anymore. Dash cam wireless CarPlay. I like not having to take my phone out of my pocket at all and just get in and get going there. So screen resolution is pretty good. I think it's 1600 wide by 600 pixels tall. The brightness does have auto dimming brightness, and it does have a built-in speaker, so if for some reason you didn't want to FM transmit or Bluetooth transmit or 3.5 aux, like you don't have a stereo at all in your car, this does have a built-in speaker. Granted, it's going to be pretty janky, but if your car like doesn't have anything at all, this actually will add CarPlay functionality with a speaker to your car if you don't have it. I have it playing through the Mark Levinson sound system, and again, you have the most audio fidelity through the 3.5. So sounds really good through this system. And trying to think of anything else. You can set it up. I just have it in kind of standard de facto CarPlay mode. That's what I care about. But you can do like AirPlay, so you can like basically duplicate your screen onto this if you want to. There's some other features, again, some other stuff that I don't use, but essentially DashCam, CarPlay, mounts on the dash. Nice little setup. And what was the issue for me was like in the Sequoia or other vehicles I had that had dated systems, I would do like a double DIN replacement. That wasn't possible here. And even if I did do a double DIN replacement, then to get back to your factory settings are sometimes difficult. They sometimes take a bunch of buttons, and sometimes you just can't even get back to them. And they cost like $600-700 minimum if you're getting that installed at like a Car Toys or a Best Buy or something like that. And then you got to take it, you got to drop it off, you got to go back and pick it up. This sounds like a sale pitch. It's again, it's not, this video is not sponsored or anything. I just, maybe you know about these units, maybe I'm late to the game here. Again, I think I saw it like on a Facebook ad first and was like, that looks kind of stupid. But as I was searching for ways to solve those problems in this vehicle specifically, that was a good option. Relatively cheap, much cheaper than doing like a double DIN, and yeah, super, you know, took 5 minutes to set up. Anyway, yeah, I understand this video is kind of random, doesn't fit most of my other content, but I just thought it was really cool. If you're like me and you like kind of older vehicles sometimes, but you still like the modern conveniences of CarPlay and you're like adding a dash cam, that's a very cool thing to look into, and it's relatively cheap. And the other thing is, if you have a car like my Sequoia, I spent, you know, $800 getting that unit in and all this stuff, and I only kept that thing for a year, and it was not like I was going to pull that out and put the factory and then have that and have to reinstall it and mess with wiring and all that stuff. With this, it's actually, when you go to sell this thing, you just pull that thing out and put it into your next LX570 or whatever. It's very, very easy. So yeah, I think I have a coupon code. I'm not sure, but I think I remember seeing through the thing you could create a coupon code. So I'll put that down below if you're into it. So yeah, that's it for this random little video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you want me to kind of do videos like, again, this kind of falls outside of what I normally do, but I do come across a lot of cool little gadgets, and I try not to do a whole lot of dedicated like product review videos because you guys don't care about those things that much here on the channel. But if you do, or if there's any kind of cool little things that you think would be a good fit for what I do here, let me know. And you know, they're easy videos for me to make, so I can do them. All right, well, until next time, guys, take care.